been tuned into the Streets Session with your boy Firahs and
Joe MK.
Why is this the name of our show, bro?
Because we're the hottest in the streets.
Catch us online, on the go, and on the FM.
Okay, let's go.
Yes. We are live right now. This is Whoa FM 90.5. We just squad the Street Sessions. We got Katie Rebecca on the phone line right now.
Yes.
Anyway, listen, Joe, before we get into the conversation right now, how you feeling today, bro? How's your weekend been?
Our weekend's been lit. I'd say today's show has been the best one they've had so far. I can't even lie, man.
Facts.
I'm happy with how it came out. The bare content of Guan, you get me?
What you bamba clap me and say me a bamba sister? What that means, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know about them ones still. But yeah, man, it was a good day. Obviously, the sun's still out, even though it's 9 p.m. and that.
Facts. It's 9:30 right now.
It's still hot in the studio, but we're still vibing. You know what I'm saying?
I think we get straight into the conversation that we had planned.
What was the conversation at hand, my guy?
Abusive relationships.
Yeah.
Now, shout out to everybody putting live right now. I got a girl on the phone right now, and let me try to juke that thing up. So talk for like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
While I connect it to the phone.
Yeah. Once again, thank you to everyone that's been locked in the whole time. It's been a fun day. Obviously, we're here covering for DJ Dizzy. Energy Tuesdays. Obviously, we brought the energies early today. You get me? Because obviously the sun, the weather, everything's just been gas mode this week, man. I can't even lie, man. Hopefully everyone enjoyed their weekend as well. The sun was out in full effect. It was a great time. But yeah, man. Right now in the studio we have myself, MK, Firahs to the left of me, and then we have man like DJ Lauza in the building. Get me, holding it down Monday to Friday every morning. You done know already. Obviously tomorrow is Hype Wednesdays. Make sure you don't touch your dial on your way to work. Listen to that right there. But yeah, man, we're gonna get into some topics. Apparently the topic is about domestic violence and them thing there.
Yeah.
I'm clueless to the topics this week, innit, for the first time. I don't know what we're talking about, innit, so I want to know what the headline is. But yeah, man, not even talking about domestic violence, but it's been a mad one in the news still. Obviously, what was it? Last weekend or during the week? There's just been a day of madness with stabbings and shootings all about London and that. Like it's just mad, fam. It's mad. Obviously, the most tweeted about event on that day was the whole thing in Brixton when obviously the police were called and they tried to attend someone who got shot and whatever, and bare people just throwing bare stuff at the police and that mad thing. But yeah, man, I don't know. Like once the weather improves, it's like everyone's behavior does the complete opposite.
That's the opposite, yeah.
I mean, it's all mad. But
my guy allows us 2 guests, you know.
Obviously, Sasha Johnson is still in the hospital. It was quite strange because I was going past the hospital that she's in yesterday on the bus, and I'm just seeing bare. What is it called? What King's College? Yeah, King's College Hospital. Obviously, the 176 goes past there, innit? So I'm seeing bare things on the railing, and I'm thinking, wait, what's going on? And I remember to the left of me is the hospital. So obviously she's still fighting for her life, and now obviously she pulls through and that. Obviously we don't want to see them things happening. But yeah, we have a caller on the line. Yeah, put that on the Bluetooth. Yeah. But yeah, man, for sure, like it's not the things we want to see, innit? But yeah, man. Yes, call on the line. You're tuning to Whoa FM 90.4. You're listening to the Street Sessions. Say what you got to say.
She's like, oh,
why
son.
you got me under pressure for?
What?
We got you here right now, man. This is your
it's
boy
live.
Firahs MK. What are you saying,
yeah.
Kate? Okay, cool. We'll ask you the question. Kate, how you feeling right now? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, thanks.
Okay.
How's life been treating you?
It's alright, you know. It's alright.
All right, cool. So Kate's going to be on our line for the next 20 minutes of this conversation.
Yeah.
So should I introduce the conversation right now?
Yes, please do.
All right, cool. So we've got Kate in the building. We've got MK in the building.
Yeah.
We've got, of course, the hardest in the streets right now for us in the building. Anyway, let me introduce the conversation. So we're going to talk about abusive relationships.
Yeah.
So for me, I had a conversation with Katie earlier, which is why this conversation kind of came about.
Okay, all right.
Now, the interesting part of this conversation was what's being done for people in these kind of relationships, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to give you my point first of all, and then we'll go into a conversation.
Go ahead.
Katie, I'm going to let you go after me, so listen to what I'm saying, and then Joe will go after.
Yeah.
Now, personally for me, I feel like not enough is being done. Now, why I feel like this is because we hear all the time about abusive relationships.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, who gets most of the blame? The abuser or the victim? That's a very important conversation because for me, it's the person that's beating up the girl or the woman beating up the guy that we don't talk about.
Yeah.
We always talk about the person that's the victim.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And the victim's being spoken about like, oh, why don't you just leave?
Yeah.
Without forgetting, love makes everybody blind.
True.
So, and more time, they manipulate the victim to feeling like it's their fault.
True.
So the question I want to ask Katie and MK right now.
Yeah.
Do you feel like abusive relationships is being done enough to, protect the male and the woman in these type of relationships? Joe, go first.
Okay, in terms of protecting the victim, you know what it is? It's like, obviously, it's a bad situation, whatever the case is. But it's like, it's tough because it's like you can't do more than what is being actually reported. So it's like,
of course.
If people that are in these situations don't report what's happening because they want to protect their significant other or whatever the case is, you can't. It's hard to like enforce things to protect them. You know what I mean? So it starts with the victim reporting these things.
Yeah.
And obviously, I understand it's hard because it's like, especially if you like put yourself in their shoes. You've been in a situation. It started off great. Obviously you're familiar with the honeymoon stage. It's perfect, whatever. Then all of a sudden they just switch up and they're boxing you like whatever.
Yeah.
That's just an example. It doesn't even have to be physical. It can be emotional as well.
What would you put that down to then? Would you say that's naivety from the person in a relationship, or are you just saying that essentially they're very good at hiding who they are?
What, on the perpetrator side?
Yeah, because obviously, if this information comes out very early in a relationship, before they fall in love, they wouldn't really be there, right? You would assume that, right?
Yeah.
So what you gonna put it down to? The naivety of believing everything as they're giving it to,
like checking for red flags and that.
If they're giving them all the correct flags, are you blaming the victim or the abuser?
It's a tough one because enough situations have started where they've been normal, whatever, but something in their life happens, like a significant life event happens, and then they just change their behavior. You know what I mean? So it's like,
of course.
And then obviously you have the other ones where they've always been like that, but they've hidden it for the first 6 months or whatever. So it's kind of hard. It's a hard one, isn't it? It's not a monolithic thing where you can just have one answer for every situation. It's case by case once again. Just one of those hard ones, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, Katie, how do you feel about what I've just been saying? Obviously,
we need the female perspective as well.
We need a female perspective. That's why you're here. Like, how do you feel about abusive relationship? First of all, and then how it's dealt with?
From experience, it starts from the beginning.
From the beginning, okay.
Right.
The guy will
yeah.
love bomb a girl, which is where they will give her the attention that
Yeah.
she wants to hear. So he'll she shower them with affection, shower them with love, and they're like, oh, this is great, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And then that's when the things start to happen, but they've already been conditioned in their mind
Yeah.
that it's okay, because like the abuse will happen,
Yeah.
and then straight after they'll love bomb them again.
Yeah.
So it's like, actually, so after a while you get used to it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then it ends up turning on to like you deserve it and stuff like that, and then that's what makes it so hard to get out of it, sort of thing. So it's a difficult one.
Yeah, I've even heard in some cases that some of the people that are victims of this sort of see it as they deserve the wrongdoing that they're getting. Have you heard? Have you heard any of those cases?
Yeah, okay, you can go now.
You could do like a tiny little mistake, and then that's when the abuse will happen. No, but then they'll be like, well, you did this, you made this happen, which is what gaslighting is.
Yeah.
Which is that's when your brain then will tell you, actually, no, I did do something wrong. I deserve this abuse.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I want to add. This is not me putting anybody on the spot, by the way. Like, obviously, Joe and Katie Man are both here.
Yeah.
When we talk about these type of relationships where they're very abusive, right? I'm gonna ask both of you guys one question.
Go on.
For how long?
Yeah.
Do you like follow the good flags? Because this is a very important conversation. Obviously, we're always gonna blame the abuser, right?
Yeah.
But for how long are you not questioning how good things are, right? Because for me,
yeah,
I've been in relationships. I don't know if Katie knows.
Yeah.
A girl proposed to me.
Yeah.
I said yes.
Yeah.
And then she cheated on me the next week with her ex-boyfriend, right? Mad thing.
Oh, hell no!
Thank you, Joe. I needed that.
Had to.
I did know that, actually. No, you did tell me that. I did know that.
Yeah. I'm saying, when you are going through such a good time, when is it time to question the person you're around? Because I feel like in these kind of relationships, it's not even like these kind of relationship, like it's an abusive thing.
Yeah.
It's just in general. When are you questioning your partner? When
a lot of people know, though. A lot of people know when it's time to leave, but they can't because they're too dependent on the other person. Because without them, they're nothing.
Facts.
Can you explain that to me then, Katie? Like, what makes it difficult to leave?
Because you're so dependent on that other person. Like, that person has told you that you're worthless without them, so you believe it. If somebody tells you so many times something, you believe it.
Yeah. So are you putting that down to insecurities, or is there any other factors that you would like to add?
No, I think it's just genuinely how much they get into your brain. They know what to say.
Yeah.
One day they'll treat you great, and then one day they won't. But then you're just like, oh, do you know what? No, it's fine. Because when it's good. We're happy.
Yeah. That's a
yeah.
good point.
It's
still.
all about mind control.
I mean, Joe, as a man then.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be people here saying, oh, yeah, but we men are different.
Yeah.
As a man then.
Yeah.
If a woman is not treating you the way you would like to be treated.
Of course, yeah.
Are you going to allow it because she looks good or not?
Nah, but with me, luckily, I say this with capital letters, luckily, my parents have taught me about abusive relationships from early. So I've been able to spot these things from quick.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You mentioned your family. You mentioned your mum.
Yeah.
Say as much as you would like to say.
Yeah.
Have you seen your mum through that?
No. Actually, no. But
okay.
But I've seen the family friends through that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I've seen the family friends through that.
Seeing other people going through an abusive relationship, as a man, how did that change you?
Obviously, unfortunately, with the family friends, it was the male that was the perpetrator, doing the abusive thing. So I looked at it like I never want to be that person.
Like him.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But of course, they also put me on game. Like, it happens both ways.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
There's been times where the female, even though it might not be physical, emotionally.
So
emotionally
so
abusive.
verbally abusive.
Yeah, verbally.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, cool.
And obviously, like Katie touched on gaslighting and all of these things as well.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, like I said, I'm fortunate that I've been wary of these things from early, so I haven't had to deal with these things personally. Of course, I've dealt with these people, but it's never been to that stage where it'll be a pain to me, you know what I'm saying? So I spotted these things early. I'm like, you know what? I'll cut you off early, innit? Cut you off early.
Yeah, because
go your separate way, innit?
I don't know how much I'm willing to say on a radio show. But
for the content, man, for the content, innit?
I've seen both sides.
Okay, yeah.
Obviously, my mom's a single parent.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you all know that. Wow, for the people that knows that, she's a single parent. If you don't know that, she's a single parent.
Okay.
And I've seen an abusive and non-abusive relationship towards my mom. When I say abusive and non-abusive, I mean verbally abusive. I've seen that.
Okay.
Physically abusive. I've seen that. Right.
Okay. Yeah.
On my mom.
Yeah.
So when it comes to like the conversation surrounding relationships that's abusive, it's hard for me. Well, I was young, so it was hard for me to react, when I wasn't really sure what it meant. If that makes sense,
for sure.
Like, I would see my mom hurt, I would see her crying, I would see how she was reacting to the situation. To me, that was normal. But to me, that was normal. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was, for me, I thought, oh, okay, cool. Like, not saying that she's meant to be hurt. But as a 13, 14-year-old, I'm looking at her like, okay, cool. She must have done something wrong. Blah, 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 blah. She's meant to be hurt. Yeah, it's one of the dumbest way to think of it. But when you don't understand situations, as a young kid, that's how you're taking it in, right? Like, oh, it's normal. My mom did something wrong. My man beat her up. That's how I saw it,
and
right?
that's another thing to...
They see it happening.
Go on.
No, Katie, go on.
Go on. Yeah.
Sorry, Katie, go on. Katie, go on.
I said sorry. That's where a lot of the abuse happens and starts from, because they see their parents doing it, and so they think it's normal, and that's where it passes on. It's like a generation thing.
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say. Yeah, touching on to like the kids witnessing things firsthand as well. It's just a snowball effect.
Can I add something to that?
Yeah, go on.
It's interesting that Katie said, well, you agreed as well that
learned behavior.
Yeah. Because for me, that's not how I saw it.
Okay.
Because had I ever been thinking it was normal behavior, that should be one of my games.
You'd encourage
beat up the thing as soon as you took.
That's
what I start swearing, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, Joe, you had to put the fuck. Oh, my swearing. Oh my days. No,
I know what you mean though.
I didn't see it like that. And I think, like, I used to watch my mum being scared in the corner. Like, she would come home. Have a conversation, and then just sit in a corner.
Okay.
Like, almost like when you're told you're being badly behaved, the corner's for you.
Time out things.
Right? I used to watch her sit there. And I used to sit there and be like, this is weird. Because I always grew up with my parents together. So as soon as it wasn't, watching the differences, my mum was never around. I've told you the story before. My mum came home to another woman in her bed. So I hadn't really seen the Islamic way of cheating. Which in general isn't cheating. I'm not saying I agree with what my dad did. I'm saying I understand. Because I'm not going to be one of them guys that's naive to a religion. I get it. I see it. I know what's going on, right? So I'm never gonna sit around and be like, he didn't cheat, he did cheat. It is what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Whether you believe he cheated or he didn't cheat, that's
Yeah.
between you and what you believe in.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's not for me to tell you.
Uh-huh.
At the end of the day, I believe he cheated.
Yeah.
Ask any other Muslim, he didn't cheat. So
Yeah.
it's kind of pointless to have a cheating argument.
Yeah, yeah.
But how my mum was treated throughout that whole situation is a conversation where I'm just there like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
Because if you love someone to
Yeah.
the extent that you tell them
Yeah.
or you sell them, 'cause at the end of the day, when you are with someone, you're selling a part of yourself
Yeah, yeah.
to another person
Yeah.
to essentially get them to join that half of you.
Yes.
You
yeah,
want
yeah.
them to be a part of you. You want them to be around you. So he sold a way of himself to
Yeah.
my mom to the
Yeah.
point where she believed it was her and him against the world.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? That's how it goes down.
Yeah, yeah.
And essentially,
Yeah.
when they got together
Yeah.
and things were quote unquote really good,
Yeah.
he then decided that my mom wasn't good enough on a religious basis.
Yeah, yeah.
Because one, she wasn't Muslim.
Yeah.
Two, she didn't wear a headscarf. And three, she wasn't trying to be a Muslim.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, I'm going to make that my dad's fault? No. It's not my mum's fault? No. It's just the nature of the relationship.
It just
People wanting different things.
just happened, innit?
And then when things were good,
Yeah, yeah.
they thought they could be together. Like, I'm never going to complain about religious views because I thought that's pointless. We can all sit here and go like, Muslims are this, Christians are this.
Yeah.
It's pointless.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, put both of them together,
Yeah.
they should just sat there and be like, oh, we're two different religions, leave
Yeah.
it out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's no point of carrying on at this point. But they did.
Yeah.
So essentially, and
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie, it's
Yeah.
both of their faults. Because they
Yeah.
both try to bring two religions together
Yeah.
that aren't normally together
Yeah.
and try and make it work.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's not even a point of my argument. The point of my argument in
That's-
terms
yeah.
of
Uh-huh.
being abusive, and this is my point, it might sound mad,
Yeah.
but I feel like bringing another woman
Yeah.
into a relationship that wasn't there
Yep.
is another sign of being abusive without actually physically harming someone.
Oh yeah.
And I'll tell you
emotional
why.
Abuse. Yeah, of course.
I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
Because you manipulated somebody
Yeah, yeah.
to be in a religion,
Yeah.
not telling them how you really feel,
Yeah.
and then brought somebody else into religion
Yeah.
that meets your needs,
Yeah.
and then expected
Yeah.
the other person
Yeah.
to essentially just agree.
Mm.
That's being manipulative and abusive
Yes, yes.
without physically harming someone, because
Yeah.
emotionally
Yeah.
you've abused them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because emotionally they're gonna be there like, I thought it was me and you against the world, blah 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 blah. Now it's I'm not good enough.
Yeah.
But why then go and get another wife? Not saying he couldn't do that, he could.
Yeah, yeah.
Islam, 4 wives, it's available.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not blaming him for that, because at the end of the day,
Yeah.
why argue about something that you know is legal
Yeah.
in somebody else's world?
True.
There's
Yeah,
no
yeah,
arguments
yeah.
there. That's pointless.
It's a long thing.
How you go about it.
Yeah.
It's how you deal
Yeah,
with it.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
then it's how you portray that to the next person that
Yeah.
doesn't understand that kind of lifestyle.
Yeah, yeah.
That's where I don't get it. I don't understand how my man,
Yeah.
I'm not going to be saying his name.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wanna,
Of course,
at the
yeah.
end of the day, it's family.
Course.
I don't understand how my man
Yeah.
thought I can fly to so-and-so country,
Yeah.
come back, get another woman,
Yeah.
but still have a woman,
Yeah.
and then try and make it work by putting them two together in the same room. I don't get it.
Mad
I don't know if I'll ever understand it.
Yeah.
I understand that it's not illegal because
Yeah.
they're saying a Christian wedding.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
It's called Sharia law. Now, if you understand what Sharia law means,
Yeah, yeah.
it's an Islamic contract
Yeah.
wedding
Yeah,
or
yeah.
marriage, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And Islamic marriage means you can have 4 wives, up to
Yeah.
4 wives.
Yeah, yeah.
So my man having 2 wives,
Yeah.
there's no laws broken.
Yeah.
You can't even come around and be like, oh, he's cheating. That
Nah,
argument is already done because
just
you
trying
just
to
you don't
fulfill his
understand the
thing, innit?
religion.
Yeah.
The argument is finished. There's no point, because whenever I bring it up, people go to me, "Oh yeah, man's cheating." Is he though?
Nah.
No, he's not. he didn't get married in
what
the
law,
church
innit? Yeah.
to the Pope and said,
Yeah.
for better for all,
Yeah.
with this Bible,
To
we
the-
live.
to the death do us part, innit?
Yeah, or to death do us apart. That never happened. There's no swearing on the Bible.
Yeah,
So you can't even come.
rules and that, yeah.
Different set of rules. You can't come with that. So when you hear things like that, Katie, for you as well, and Joe, you as well.
Yeah.
Katie, you go first on this one though. When you hear,
Sorry, what?
I say, Katie, you go first on this one though. When you hear like different religious beliefs on weddings, and understanding that you saying somebody cheating, but in Islam, it's not cheating if you can have 4 wives.
Yeah.
What kind of perception does that have for you as a woman when it comes to dating somebody of a different religion?
I mean, I think it's quite a difficult one because you've got to go like all in it. If there's something you don't agree on, at the end of the day, it's something that you mutually decide on together. If you know that that's their religion and that could potentially happen, you need to communicate about it. If you don't communicate about it and you go behind the back, that is seen as cheating. That is a form of abuse to another person because it humiliates them and stuff like that.
I'm going to ask you another question then. And listen, to everybody listening, don't get too excited.
Are you going to propose?
Wow. Why are you pressing that button?
Why?
I want to do that as well. Let's talk about me.
Yeah.
Let's talk about me.
Cool.
Bro, I'm Muslim.
Yes.
My dad's Muslim.
Yeah.
My mom's Christian. She's not Muslim, right? Now, let's say now, me and Katie are in a situation where we are dating and it's going serious, right?
Yeah.
Katie's going to be like, oh, we're really dating though. That's not the point. Because I know what she was thinking. I'll relax. I'm going to say this, yeah?
Yeah.
If I didn't, like, let's say I've been the greatest guy.
Yes.
That's an example, right?
Yeah.
Katie, you're hearing this, right? So I've been the great guy. Everything's gone good. She's told all her friends about me. Yada, yada, yada.
Ticking
Don't
all the
worry.
boxes.
This is not me. I have to alliterate that part when I make this story because it sounds like I'm going to be like, oh, it might be me. No, it's not me. But let's say everything goes great now.
Yeah.
Katie's falling in love.
Yeah.
I might have told her I'm falling in love.
Yeah.
Everything's going great.
Yeah.
Katie, now, are you going to change if I then come over to you and I say, we got to have an Islamic wedding, 1. Our kids have to be Muslim, 2. And 3rd one, I'm allowed to have more than 1 wife. Now, throughout our relationship, we've never discussed religion and religious beliefs. Now, there's going to come to a point where whoever you're with, that becomes a conversation.
Yeah.
Now, Katie, for you, if I come to you and I say, I'm a Muslim, I want a Muslim wedding. I don't want a Christianity wedding. I don't want to see no Pope and no brother. I want to see the Quran. And then I say, I want my kids to all be Muslim. And then I say, I'm allowed more than 1 or 2 wives. But you know what? Before we talk about the wives, let's go with the other 3. I'm an Islamic dude, so no church weddings. I'm telling you that our kids are officially Muslim. They take my last name anyways, so that's not even a conversation. That's the reality. And then I'm saying, regardless of what you do, our kids have to be at least involved within my religion. How would that make you feel?
I mean, the religion thing, you know, if you're with somebody and you're dedicated to being with them, then there is no reason why that would be a problem.
Right.
You know,
right.
I've spoken to you how I feel about different religions anyway, so you know exactly how I feel and I respect.
I know. That's why I had to ask it differently. I can't lie.
you know all of this. The whole, if you wanted to have another wife, that means I'm having another husband, and you've got nothing you can say about it.
What? Whoa. I never see you laughing at that. Nah, go on.
But no, seriously, I mean, personally, on a level, I wouldn't respect that, because to me, yes, I understand that is within the religion. But if it was something that two people as a couple, say me and you as a couple, were like, yeah, okay, let's do this. Let's,
Okay, cool. So
this.
let's talk about the marriage side of it, right? You're Christian, and then I'm Muslim. If I say I want to get married this way, and you say you want to get married your way, how would you go about doing that?
Well, that's putting me on the spot, isn't it?
No, it's not about me and you. I'm just saying, like, hypothetically, because if you are dating somebody who's of a complete different religion to you, church wouldn't necessarily be your way of marriage, right? So how would you accommodate the other person? I'm not saying that's me. I'm just saying, in general, as a conversation, is why I wanted you on here, because it's different. You can't tell a Muslim to go to the church the same way I can't tell a Christian to come to the mosque. How are you accommodating two different, essentially, families into a religion? One side might drink alcohol, the other side doesn't drink. How you having the party? Like, what are you gonna do?
Wow. Honestly, I've never actually thought about it enough, to be honest. But I guess if I love that person enough, I would be willing to do what I could to make them happy and further life with them. I suppose it's just, I don't really know. It's just, and in the situation sort of thing, I think it's quite difficult to say when it's not happening, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Obviously, Joe, I'm going to ask you the same question then. Let's say your thing is a Muslim.
Yeah.
You're a Christian.
Yeah.
Obviously, normally I would have said names, but the jokes ain't running today.
Yeah.
It's a very important conversation, so I'm not going to make those jokes today. So for today, no names, no mentions.
Yeah.
Hypotheticals only today. What are you telling the person that you're with?
Yeah.
If she's a different religion to you, how are you dealing with terms of marriage, terms of families meeting? Like, what would be your way of dealing with that?
With me, like this is another one I like to get out of the way early when I know someone. Right. Is obviously finding out the belief system and obviously the moral compass and all them things there.
Yeah, but you say that.
Yeah.
And I should let you carry on, but more time, look at somebody like me.
Yeah.
Who's not within that religion, but understands that I can't have a Christian wedding with my dad's side.
Course.
Regardless of whether I believe it, I still need a compromise.
Yeah.
I can't have a pope.
Yeah.
Tell him, man, do you believe in this? Oh no, what do they say? They say something like, I swear on the Bible. I don't know. What do they say?
What on the vows and that?
Yeah, I can't do that.
All the vows are different, innit?
I mean, I say I can't do that. I can do that.
What you mean, though.
But I mean, like, my dad can't chill on that.
Yeah.
I can do it.
Yeah.
On my mum's side.
Yeah.
On my dad's side, though.
Yeah.
What, am I having 5 weddings? But you get what I'm saying?
You know what? Since you said that, I've known people that have had multiple weddings because of them complications there, you know.
Well, that's what it is. That's normally what happens, isn't it? You have more than one wedding because of the complications. Yeah. Now, I'll tell you a story about my cousin.
Yeah.
I don't
Is it industry cousin?
Yeah. Industry cousin. I shout out to you, Ash, though.
Yeah, I still have to meet him, you know.
Man tried to charge me 10K for a video still. I'm going to bang him up still.
Ash, man, we still have to meet, you know. I've been hearing too many stories of him.
He's on fire. Oh, hell no.
And again, cousin?
Oh, hell no.
What did you try to do to me?
Oh, hell no.
You said you was how much?
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, we still have to meet, you know.
Oh, for real?
Oh, hell no.
But anyway, jokes aside.
Yeah.
He's a non-practicing Muslim.
Yes.
He's with a woman.
Yeah.
That I don't know. She's like See, this is the thing that I never understand, right? In Christianity, it's not about being religious. It's about it's done right now. It's about having a way of living, right? Oh no, it's 10:01, so you might as well. Is it 10:01? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, like what I learned from my cousin.
Yes.
He's not married.
Yeah.
I mean, he is now, but.
Oh, like officially, like.
Yeah.
Okay,
married.
cool.
I mean, it's debatable whether you agree he's married or not, though. Shout out to Ashraf.
Also, you mean like it's a thing where they just live together? They ain't had that like.
No, they have had that.
Oh, okay.
It's just whether you believe in whatever religion you believe in.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He did it the Christianity way. So he went church.
Yeah.
I walked down the aisle. Blah blah blah. He's Muslim.
Were you there?
Yeah, I was.
What was the food saying?
I was one of the best mans.
What was the food saying?
It's lit. He's black. Oh, my nigga, he's black. Oh, the food was lit. Baby, I wanna eat. What is going on?
Chapati and puero and
Chapati, yeah. Girl. I wanna eat more. Anyways, yeah, that's a joke. Side.
When did the party end?
I don't know, like 5, 6 a.m. Why are we still going up? Let me finish my story, man. God damn, nigga.
Nah, I'm just upset that I didn't get an invite still.
Oh, I didn't even know you them times.
Oh, it was that early.
Yeah, it was like 4 years ago. It was like 4 years ago.
Mad thing.
Oh, you would have been the first invite because I would have made you the camera guy. And
I lie?
He paid my dog.
How much?
Like 7 packs for pictures and videos.
Lord.
Yeah.
That would have been my new BMW right there, fam.
You're thinking about your BMW.
Well, it would have been used.
Yeah, that would have been my paying for the fucking what's the word I'm looking for?
Well,
my license test. Oh, I'd have been lit. I'd have walked in there like, yeah, I got like £1,000 worth of test rating. But no, anyway. Let me go into the conversation now.
The TV's moving mad still.
So, yeah, it's good. I don't know. So, like, Katie, this is for you. Joe, this is for you as well. So, Katie, listen out. Joe, listen up.
Yeah.
Are you catering anything when it comes to your weddings because of somebody else's religion? Joe goes first.
Personally, it wouldn't. Because I know the problems that it would end up causing later on. It would never get to the wedding.
So are you saying that you wouldn't be with somebody because they're not part of your religion? Essentially, you're saying them.
Yeah.
You're narrow-minded based on their religious beliefs.
No, I wouldn't even say it's narrow-minded. It's a thing where I know what I've decided.
Right.
And obviously I know what... It's not even like, obviously you would probably think like, it's because of family pressure and all that, but no, I've made a decision in my own life.
Yeah.
And it's like, it wouldn't, it just, obviously you could try like do a half and half thing, but I know eventually it would go down the drain. Okay. So fam, listen, I've, you know the area I've lived in.
Yeah, of course.
Like, I've spoken to quite a lot of nice hijabis and that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
But I know it won't work, innit? You know what I mean? So I had to just leave that alone, you know what I'm saying?
See, for me it's interesting.
I've been with enough, I've seen enough of Miriam's and Hafsas and them things, you know what I'm saying?
Katie, I'm gonna give you the same question. Before I give you guys my answers. Yeah, you see bad dick on the camera.
when we're off air, we can say whatever we want now.
Oh, bro, I'm just seeing bad dicks and bums. I'm bad laughing. What's going on?
Helicopter now. What the
I
hell?
won't effort. What's going on? Anyways, I'm gonna ask you the same question. If you are dating somebody of a different religion, are you going to accommodate their religion in your wedding? I.e., if the guy says, I don't want a pope, I need just any random person to read the vows, whatever the vows are in these type of relationships. I don't know. I've never been there to know. But let's say the vows are different. They're not Bible related. They're not mosque. Oh, sorry, should I say they're not Quran related? Are you willing to accommodate to somebody who essentially isn't trying to get married in a specific religious views?
I mean, yeah. If I love them, then yeah, I guess so. Like, I'm just
no. But that's the wrong answer though, because are you?
How is it a wrong answer? It's my
because
answer.
are you
right?
basing your relationship on a religion that you're not a part of or what you believe in? So this is the conversation that I'm trying to have. Like, I can't sit here and tell Joe or you that I'm gonna get married on a Bible because of somebody else if I don't believe in it.
Yeah, that one's.
So when you're talking about different vows and different ways of getting married, you can't sit there and go, yeah, it's because I love them. Because the first time that you don't agree with something, that goes out of the window. It's like, you're the reason I'm here. You can't sit there and tell somebody, the only reason why I don't eat pork is because of you. You have to sit there and go, I don't eat pork because I don't want to eat pork. You can't base that on somebody else.
You know what? I hear that, but obviously we know an example as well where someone has done that for their significant other as well.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so it's one of them ones, innit?
But do we rate them though? Do we rate?
I had to for that one, but no, for that one, I don't know, because it's like obviously not everyone grows up in a specific school of thought, so it's like everyone, like you have some people that are open-minded, and then whoever they end up with, they just stick with whatever they.
But that's my point though.
Yeah.
Regardless of who you're with.
Yeah.
And this is why I kind of stopped Katie from speaking.
Yeah.
Was because Katie was going to say what you was about to say, or what you did trying to say, which was, I will do whatever I do for the person I'm in love with and whoever I'm with. Regardless if it's something different, I will make those necessary changes to accommodate that, right? That's just normal. But for me, that doesn't make sense. Because there's only so long that you would make changes for someone if you don't fully believe in that. What's the point? Because I watched my mom do that. My mom became Muslim because my dad was Muslim. My mom then had an Islamic wedding because my dad was Muslim. My mom then converted to Islam, bloody hell, because of my dad. And then as soon as there was a problem, my dad says, wear a headscarf. She goes, nah, I don't wear headscarves. Now it's, I didn't want to be a Muslim though.
You know,
it's all your fault though.
You know what?
Let me finish.
Yeah,
like,
go on.
It now became his fault. When in reality, I'm not going to lie to my mom, it's her fault, blood.
She's the one that went
She's the one that was willing to accommodate everything for this dude. But then as soon as he gave her a rule, she's now like, nah,
I don't know about
I didn't sign up for this. I wasn't planning on this. You had an Islamic wedding. You changed your name to Islamic. You did all the changes for this wedding that you didn't even agree with, but because you were in love, you did that.
I understand.
That's wrong. Don't do shit because of some other nigga.
Yeah.
That's not worth it, man. That's what I'm asking both of you guys. Like, when it comes down to the seriousness of a relationship, what should be changed or what shouldn't be changed? Or what should be accommodated? Because let's say I'm dating Katie right now, right? And I propose to Katie. Let's say I go to her, yo, I want to get married. I bust the ring. She's gonna assume.
Who said that I'm gonna say yes though?
Bro, I said let's just play pretend.
Hypotheticals, isn't it? Hypotheticals.
Fuck it, no, don't get too excited, Katie. I might never like you. Anyways, but I was saying, like, if I propose automatically to her, that's a church wedding. I proposed. I haven't discussed what I really believe in terms of weddings. If I come to her now and say, I don't want to see a pope, I don't want to see a church, I don't want to see da-da-da-da-da, the conversation now changes. How much of changes are people willing to take in these type of relationships?
But that's the thing, is like, you should have these conversations before marriage is even a thing. When in these conversations is, because it's like, because like you said, these things will come up and it'll just be a madness. So even though you may be like a 99% match and the 1% is you can't really do things the same way. Like, that has to be a conversation beforehand, and you have to see that it's not like that. And it spans further than just a religion thing, because even the relationships I've heard from my atheist friends as well. Like,
even they're mad, you know.
You'd have a female atheist and a male atheist, and both of them have completely different moral compasses. And they cannot, even though they might be vibes in whatever, they think they'll be in love forever. But when it comes to raising the kids, because let's just talk facts, they don't really value marriage like us religious people do.
Do you know what? That's a very good point.
When it comes to raising the kids, that's when their problems will come.
Kate, let me ask a question. Let me ask Kate a question.
Go on.
Kate, as a mother, I hate to bring it up on my name, but it's like we both grew up very differently in terms of religion, upbringing, culture, right?
Yeah.
Let's say you're very, I mean, I know you're not religious, but let's say you're fairly more in tune with the Christian way of upbringing. Sunday roast. I don't even eat Sunday roast, but anyways, she likes that.
Jeez.
Sunday roast is a Christian. Don't even try it, Kate. That's a Christian thing. But I'm going to allow you, innit, for this conversation.
Ain't even a Christian thing. It's an English thing still.
I don't even care what that shit is. I never eat Sunday roast on a Sunday, bro. I eat it when I'm hungry. When I'm hungry and my mom says it's a Sunday roast thing, I'm eating. Whenever I talk to you white dogs, oh my days.
Toby Carvery, innit?
Bro, they're just making it on a Sunday. I'm like, I must have went to Toby.
Yeah, I must have went to Toby Carvery on Sunday, fam. I ate well, innit?
Anyway, let's get into the conversation though, right? Let's say you have certain traditions. Now, if I'm Muslim, right? Friday is my main tradition, right? Jummah. If you don't know what Jummah means, you go to the mosque, you pray, you eat food. It's a great day. Essentially, Jummah is Christmas every Friday, but for non-Muslims, they will never get that. So imagine Christmas happens every Friday.
Yeah.
Now, Katie, for you, if I have those traditions or any traditions, you know I don't. I'm just saying. Yeah. I'm not trying to have private conversation when I get home in the morning. Are you trying to say that we can't be together because you're like this? No, I'm not saying that. Hypotheticals. Come
on.
Let's say I have more of an Islamic belief, and you have more of a Christianity belief. How are you dealing with that? Like, what's your what way would you deal with that? Is it gonna be I can't be with this person even though I'm in love because he's XYZ? Is it I can't be around this person because he believes in X, Y, and Z? Like, how do you deal with it?
If I'm honest with you, I actually don't really know because I've never really thought about it.
Yeah, but I'm saying this because you have a child. You have a child. So the reason I'm asking that is because you don't need to know what the other person does or believe. You need to know what you want your child to be around and how you want them to act and how you believe that they should believe. So if the person that you are with are the complete opposite to how you are right now, how would you accommodate that around your child is what I'm basically asking.
Basically, I will just raise him probably with like, you know, a little bit of bits from this, bits of that, and if it suits him and that's what he's until he's old enough to be like, Mum, I want to believe in this, Mum, I want to believe in that, then I basically I bring him up what I believe in with influences from, say, you know, hypothetically saying from like you and stuff, some of your beliefs. If I then respect them and I believe in them too, I will then pass that on to him. So he's then brought up open-minded until he's old enough to make the decision for himself.
Right.
If he, you know, I mean, he's not Christian or anything yet, so he's still very.
Well, yeah, he's very young.
He's too young to understand. But if he, you know, grows up and at 10, he's like, oh, Mum, you know, I want to be a Muslim. I'll be like, all right, that's fine. That's what you believe in. We're going to do that in this house, and that's, you know, how we're going to respect it.
Respectable. You know what? Shouts to that. That's almost the same. That's almost the same sort of framework that my parents raised me in as well.
So how would you say your parents raised you?
They never forced me to do anything. Whatever I chose to believe in was all my choice.
So you can be Muslim.
There was actually a time when I think I was 6 years old because my childminder was Muslim, innit?
Okay, yeah.
And I must have gone to my childminder's house on Eid, and I must have seen them preparing for Eid.
Right.
And then my parents come pick me up early, and I was like, "Raw, what? Why can't I stay in that?" Oh, because you don't celebrate Eid. I was like, "Raw, what? What do I have to do to celebrate Eid, fam? It looks lit, fam." I can't even.
No, man. Because it's basically Christmas, isn't it? It's the same thing.
Because my childminder, their children were the same age as me, so I was chilling with them, and then their cousins came, and I was vibes in everything, and then all of a sudden, it's home time. I was like, no, I'm bare seeing like chicken being prepared, bare things.
That's mad.
And you know them ones where I was like. Cause they cooked for me bears, innit?
Yeah.
And that's how I grew up to like spicy food.
Yeah, you're fairly cultured still. Yeah, I said that.
I was like, Rob, I'm like, bruv, I'm just go home. I want to stay today. I'm like,
yeah.
You know them ones.
No, it's interesting you say that because it's funny. That's basically how Eid was introduced to me. And I was born Muslim. Yeah. So the fact that you went through it on a complete different religion base, I went through it on a complete religious base. Bro, I wanted to be Muslim. Bro, I remember when like Eid was happening.
Yeah.
And I was in school, secondary school. Every man had a day off, but for us.
Them ones, yeah.
And then the reason I had a day off was because my parents split up at the time.
Okay, yeah.
So it was year 11.
Yeah.
And at that time, my dad had, I can't say he cheated Islamically, but if you want to be like Christianity, he cheated, right?
Yeah.
He had another woman, but long story short, he was happening, and I just wanted to.
It looked lit, innit?
Yeah, like the celebration had nothing to do with what my dad did for me.
Yeah.
It had to do with something that I'd never had.
Which
was family together
and community
and community in one room. I don't really get that. And in when I go to like Christmas parties and they tell me that I'm not Christian.
Oh,
does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like all my aunties and uncles on my mum's side, will happily let me remind me. I'm not a part of them.
Okay, because it was one of them ones. Okay,
I wasn't brought up like that. I was brought up in a fairly Islamic lifestyle. So when Christmas comes along and I go to the house to eat food and that, that's all I do. I don't feel a part of them. I literally just show up, eat my food, and go home. Like my mum might stay, my brothers might stay, and my little sister might stay because they were too young to understand what my dad did. Whereas for me, I was old enough to understand exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
So my relationship with my mum's family is the complete opposite to what my little brother and sister go through. Like they have a great relationship. For me, it feels like they want me to just shit on my dad and then come. And I'm like, I'm not here to do that. I grew up a certain way. And
so you stick that same way.
I wouldn't say I stick to that same way. I would say I have no hatred towards that way. Whereas they look at it like he cheated. As an example. I understood the religion enough to know he didn't cheat. He did what he thought he could do. I don't agree with that. I would never agree with that. But I'm not gonna kill him for doing something that's part of what he believes in. Like imagine me beating out my dad because he can have 4 wives. He's allowed it. I'm not a dickhead, fam. He's allowed it. So why
gonna punish him for something?
Why would I punish him for it? It's not that deep.
He's committed to doing that.
He's allowed to do that.
For sure.
So, but with them, it's like, oh, you're not punishing him. You're letting him get away with it. Blah, 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 blah.
Them ones.
They even tried to say, I accept abusive relationship. They tried it. They tried it.
Oh my gosh. Mad
tried it. They tried to palm me. And I looked at them quick and I was like, where's your husband though? But I can't lie. Some of their husbands, they're hiding with another woman still, and they're Christians. Just so. But like at the same time, it's like it had nothing to do with that. It's just they have their beliefs. I have my beliefs. And we all deal with it differently. But at the end of the day, like I feel like in relationships, it's just about whatever. As a partnership, you both believe is correct, and you both believe works. Because whether KE is a Christian, whether you are a Muslim, if I believe that we can be together in a relationship, as in me and KE, and then you and KE, it shouldn't be a problem. Like that's not a problem that needs to be discussed. What needs to be discussed is, when it comes to kids now,
what's the compromise?
Because I genuinely believe that everybody should be able to make a sacrifice. But I would say this, Kate, I want you to do this as well. I would say this. You should both be able to teach them both cultures. It's not about whether he believes in one culture more than the other. It's about bringing awareness to cultures. What's the point of being a black man married to a white woman if you can't talk about both cultures? What's the point of being a Muslim and a Christian if you can't talk about both cultures? You're basically wasting the information's time. Because at the end of the day, like, you should be able to talk about it.
For sure.
Like, if I have a child, I'll even go as far to say, if I'm stepdaddy, but the main dog in the box, I feel like that was an indirect, but it wasn't. I felt like I was being an indirect, but I wasn't really. But I was saying that. Father, stepdaddy, whatever you want to call it. You should be able to teach that person about the culture you're from, and then the culture that your mom or father is from.
Of course.
Because there's just no point being with somebody where you can't teach the differences between each other. Because what's the point of having different lifestyles growing up if you can't talk about it? You might as well just end it.
Yeah, man.
There and then. It's pointless.
Yeah, there's a wealth of knowledge there, innit? Get me?
Yeah.
Having two cultures that you're part of. Obviously, best of both. No Hovis and that 50-50 and them thing there.
I mean, Katie, like, what is your feelings on being with somebody that's completely the opposite to your culture? Obviously, I know you have a son. I'm not trying to make it about, like, you and your son and somebody that you're with right now. But I I am going to ask you that question about who you're with and who you might potentially be with on the hottest in the streets this time.
Jeez.
And like, how would you deal with that? Like, if people have a different way of bringing up somebody, like, what's the way that you would deal with that?
What would I do? What, like, if somebody had like a different culture and different way?
Well,
of
yeah,
bringing
like, let's say like we're bringing up Ted. Oh wow, it sounds like I'm really putting myself in the spot.
Jeez.
Let's say that you're like to Ted. Oh yeah, I don't pray. I eat pork, and then I turn around and I go, I pray, and I want to eat pork. Like, how are you gonna deal with that?
To be fair, I'd probably quite like the influence of somebody, you know, being willing to pray around him, because I want him to be brought up with such an open mind that he can then make the decision for himself.
Yeah. Can I ask you why you would want him to be brought up with an open mind?
But well, because in this generation, like, especially if he is the next generation. If there's more people that are brought up with such an open mind, then more people are going to be so accepting and willing to make changes and accommodate other people and just have an understanding of other people and to be able to make a decision for himself.
Yeah, no, I hear that and I respect that still. I think that's a good point. What are you saying, Joe? Same question to you.
Yeah.
So, let's say you're marrying your girl right now.
Yeah.
She already has a kid.
Yeah.
But you have a different way of bringing up her kid.
Yeah.
And then she has a different way of bringing up her kid.
Yeah.
How are you dealing with that?
A lot of talks. That's the one. Yeah, would literally have to come to an agreement of how we're gonna do this together, really. Like I mentioned earlier, the compromise thing. Where's the level of compromise that both of us are gonna do? And yeah, just see from there, really. I mean,
a big shout out to my girl Kate for being in the building right now, you know. Big shout out to her all the way from Kent. We've been holding it down for Energy Tuesday, says we're a mad one. Big shout out to man MK as well. Big shout out to the Street Sessions as well. We're about to leave all you guys right now. I will leave with this part of the information. I was going to leave it by saying,
yeah,
it doesn't matter who you're with.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who you love.
Yeah.
It matters about how you both bring up somebody and how you both treat the way you bring up somebody. Because at the end of the day, you can both have different information, but the same result.
Yeah!
Which is a fact. It doesn't matter whether it's different. It doesn't matter whether it's a different name. It doesn't matter whether your God is called Muhammad or Allah. What matters is whether you both believe in that same information coming out of each other's mouths. At the end of the day, if you do, regardless of religion, you both have the same morals, the same support, and the same way of carrying yourself. Because I can turn around and be like, I believe in no pork. If you've done your research, most religions say no pork. I can turn around and say, I want to have one wife. Do your research. Almost every religion says one wife is cool. I can turn around and say I want 5 wives. Again, it's not an Islamic thing. Christianity also say you can have more than one wife. It is not an Islamic thing. It's just more promoted on an Islamic basis of having more than one wife. So do your research, understand what you're getting yourself into, understand who you're with, understand who you're talking to, and you're right. At the end of the day, as long as you're living your life having a good time, it doesn't matter. This has been a street session with your boy Firahs
Joe MK.
Oh, why we call the street session, bro?
Because we're the hottest in the streets.
Drop that shit.
Yeah.
He's taking a bit long to drop it, but no, 2 seconds. Being tuned into the street session. with your boy Firahs and
Joe MK.
Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
being tuned into the streets session. Why is this the name of our show, bro?
Because we're the hottest in the streets.
Yeah. Boom track.
Mad.
Cheers. Catch your man here next Tuesday. I'm back here on Friday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Joe's back here on Tuesday, 6 to 8.
Yeah.
A footy talk show has been happening for a long time, so I might be back here on 4 p.m. still, but don't know. Let's go.
Don't know. Mad thing.
Being tuned into the streets session with your boy Firahs and
Joe MK.
Why is this the name of our show, bro?
Because we're the hottest in the streets.
Catch us online, on the go, and on the FM.
Okay, let's go.